But we don't know. You ask anyone in Beirut now and you ask them what happened that day and they'll say, we thought the explosion was right outside our house. Everyone thought it was just so close because it was so powerful. I'm Sana Khuda reporting from Beirut about the August 4 explosion at Beirut port. Between us, it was nothing like I've ever seen before. I've seen quite a lot in my career and quite a lot just, in Lebanon, a country which is not immune to violence. So it was late afternoon. I was walking with my 3-year-old son and my mother in Hamra. This is a commercial district in Beirut, approximately 3 kilometers from Beirut port, or what is left of Beirut port. We heard this thud. Everybody had the same initial reaction because Israeli warplanes frequently violate Lebanese airspace. We looked up in the sky and I saw smoke in the distance, and suddenly it was just a matter of seconds. Boom, a blast. A pressure wave pushed us to the ground. All I could hear, people screaming, and I heard my son's voice, I'm afraid, I'm afraid. My mother picked him up. There was chaos around us, people screaming, crying, the sound of shattered glass. My response was, wait, we need to take cover. This could be an air raid. There could be more to follow. And then I just took my phone. It was almost like instinct to take a picture. I needed to tell the desk, this is a major explosion. That's when my mother shouted at me and said, what are you doing? All I knew was I had to get my mother and my son back home. Even our building where our office is located was badly damaged. I looked for my own colleagues. Where are they? And I said, did anyone see Ali, the cameraman? And little did I know that he was stuck in an elevator for 1 hour and a half. The elevator dropped 4 floors while in the aftermath of this explosion. And I couldn't stay there any longer because if I wanted to try to explain what happened, I needed to go to the site of the explosion. It was very difficult to move. Many roads were blocked, debris everywhere, chaos, ambulances. I saw many, many people who were wounded. This was something huge.
I don't know what happened. I was fishing. I heard there was a fire, so I began to head home. Then I heard something explode, and then this happened. I got injured. This is all I know.
Most of the buildings that I was walking past destroyed, glass on the street. But I still could not comprehend what happened. But it started to emerge that this could be some sort of an accident. It's a man-made accident. The president, the prime minister, officials, security officials, everyone knew that highly explosive material was stored at Beirut port, and they did nothing about it. They were indecisive, they were negligent, and they were incompetent. You have to explain why people are so angry. Living in Lebanon, corruption is endemic. Any paperwork you need from any government institution to speed things up and to facilitate, you have to bribe people. And at the same time, you have to explain the political system in this country and how divided this country really is. Yes, there was solidarity among Lebanese, but the solidarity doesn't last for long in such a polarized and divided country. They continue to support a sectarian political system, sectarian political parties who keep on trying to divide the Lebanese people, trying to convince the Lebanese people that it is better that you stick with us because we protect you from them. That's the rhetoric they use to keep the people so divided. There's a saying in Lebanon, al-balad al-taswir. This is a country of political compromises. If they want to avoid an all-out confrontation in this country, there's going to have to be some sort of compromise. But right now there is a serious political crisis, apart from the economic crisis, the social crisis, and the humanitarian crisis. If these political leaders stay in power and there is no change, then there is no future.
Coronavirus infections in the country has exceeded 2 million. It's the 3rd highest number of cases in the world after America and Brazil, and the number of new cases remains at worrying levels. The Health Ministry has reported over 62,000 cases in the past 24 hours alone, and the number of new infections has been above 50,000 every day for a week. The last million cases were confirmed in just 20 days, That's a faster rate of infection than the United States or Brazil. And the country has reported over 41,000 deaths so far. Well, that's the fifth biggest total globally. India does have a population of 1.3 billion people. Our India correspondent, Yogita Lamai, has more.
Speed at which it's been reached as well. So we reached 1 million about 20 days ago, and it's only taken about, so it took, months to reach that number, and it's only taken less than 3 weeks to reach 2 million cases. And all through the last week, we've had about 800 to 900 people dying every single day from this infection in the country. On some days, India has had the highest number of new coronavirus cases and deaths in the world. So this infection continues to spread rapidly. The government, of course, says that the death rate relative to the size of India's population is still a fraction of what was seen in countries like the UK, Spain, or Italy. There is, we have had evidence from